Into our second guest here, Graham Watt is youth and student engagement coach based in Alberta or Edmonton. You drove all the way down here this morning just to talk to us. Thanks for being here and thanks for taking that long drive. What is your involvement with these other two here with the 30-hour famine?
Well, Ruth started 30-hour famine in 1971, and so she's someone that we use often as an example when I'm speaking to students. I spend a lot of time traveling throughout Western Canada, speaking to school groups, encouraging students that are doing 30-hour famine, and so we use Ruth's story often and just talk about how a simple idea can really spread easily. And so she's a huge inspiration for us and for me personally, and so that's my connection to Ruth. And then Angel is one of our youth ambassadors, and so I love it. We kind of have 3 generations represented here, which is really exciting. And our youth engagement team, it's all about developing young leaders. We have this leadership multiplication model and philosophy, and so Angel's one of our young leaders that we're investing in, and we believe that if we can put the tools and resources in the hands of the next generation and really equip them and resource them to form a movement, that we can actually see the world change in a significant way within our lifetime. So that would be my connection to these two.
There's a number of businesses that look for coaching, mentoring, just helping them along, but you're taking it to a different level, starting with someone like Angel, who is in high school, and saying, look, if we start now, I bet you there's benefits when they get older.
Absolutely. And even for an organization like World Vision, looking at the value of engaging people when they're young, and they're shaping their worldview, they're choosing the way that they're going to live their lives in the long term. And so if we can really engage a young generation now, the impact down the road would be significant.
What do you find youth need nowadays to be engaged?
That's a really great question. I think there's no lack of inspiration or even information. So the challenge is sometimes pathways through which they can engage.
Like what's next?
Yeah, and really practical steps to engage. And I think also being a part of a community, I think that's one of the biggest pieces. And often young people like Angel, who are really passionate about issues of social justice, can feel a bit isolated. And so to connect them together with others who are passionate about the same thing. So we really try to provide pathways, opportunities, community support, and coaching and mentoring along the way. I think those are really critical.
Angel, how has Graham helped you through your journey?
I have to say the biggest thing Graham has done is make me more passionate by him being so passionate. Like when I first met him, he was speaking at a Justice Lab, we call it, and I was just completely mesmerized, and I was sitting there trying to write down every single thing he said. It's just passion is contagious. Like love is contagious, right? You just it just fuels me even more when I see people wanting to do things like that.
Ruth?
Yes?
It makes you almost teary-eyed to think about how
does.
wonderful these two are.
It is. They're just amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
And there's so many youth in Calgary, in Alberta, around through Canada, that want to take that next step.
Yeah.
And it's the thanks of someone like Graham as well too, who can help them take them to that next level.
Yeah.
That must be encouraging for you to see.
It
and to
is,
hear.
yeah. It is, yeah.
Does it seems to touch you too.
Oh, absolutely, it does, yeah. It's over the years, it's just, you've seen little tidbits of things that happen with this World Vision, and then in the past 10 years it's just taken off. And I've been down to Mississauga and I've seen the World Vision headquarters, and I've been in there and I've seen these young people, and I've seen the sponsored children, and I've even met one last week that was just out of the blue. I met this girl who was sponsored by a World Vision couple from Australia, and she was starving. Her family was starving in Philippines, and World Vision saved her and her family. And she lives here in Canada. And I met her just in a salon.
Wow!
Just so it's an amazing how it snowballs, and the money, what it goes for. Yeah.
3 great people making a great difference. Graham, great to have you on panel this morning as well too. Graham Watt, youth and student engagement coach based in Alberta.